Okay, the challenge is on. 3 guesses to figure out who this man was. We'll be right back with the answer. So, I gave you 3 guesses to figure out who this is, and maybe some of you recognize the tower in the back and this platform here. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Julia with Berkshire Hathaway, serving you in Delaware and Pennsylvania. And this channel is designed with you in mind, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, and the bell button lets the algorithm know that people are looking for things to do in Delaware. So this striking young man here is Samuel Francis DuPont, born 1803, died in 1865. He was a rear admiral in the U.S. Navy, and the U.S. Congress erected this statue of him. It was originally in the DuPont Circle in D.C., but they removed it from there and brought it here to Wilmington in 1920. So now you know who this gentleman is, and the next question is, where are we? Ta-da! We are at Rockford Park in Wilmington, Delaware, one of the very, very pretty parks that we have. So I took a little spin around the park. It's probably, I don't know, about a mile-ish if you walked around the whole park. I promise I did not run anyone over, and I was not really going this fast, but I did not want to bore you with a slow drive through. So, very, very nice. It doesn't have as easy a walkability because it's all street here, but the surrounding neighborhoods are very, very walkable. So this is the back of the park, and I just took some footage here just to give you an idea of what's behind the park and adjacent to the park as well. So that's the residential area. And as you can see, they have some tennis courts, and then so here's where things get really interesting. Back in 1835, a Quaker industrialist, William Poole Bancroft, owned Bancroft Mills, which at the time was one of the most prosperous cotton mills in Wilmington, Delaware. So he wanted to start to give back to the community, and he heard about another Quaker who was a confectioner named George Cadbury. You might recognize that name, Cadbury Eggs. So he was also doing a very large community project, and William Poole Bancroft wanted to meet this gentleman, so he did, and he was very inspired by his meeting that in 1901 he decided to start to give his time, his land, his ingenuity, and a very large portion of his fortune to start an experiment, as they called it, for affordable housing. And so that's where Bancroft Parkway comes from. There are 350 brick houses that back in the day were rentable houses, but the area, as you can see, is very well manicured. It's a beautiful area. It's just off of Route 52, which is Pennsylvania Avenue, and close access to everything, great walkability, beautiful area. All the homes are neat and clean and well manicured, and home prices in this area, the range literally goes from the $100,000 ranges all the way up past $1 million. So lots and lots of flexibility there for a shopper. And then we're going to circle back to the actual Rockford Park. So as you can see, there are some monumental benches that are there. There are inscriptions in the benches. There are other areas that have stones with carvings in them. It's just a really, really neat place. So this one is to the memory of William Marriott Canby. Now there's Canby Park, which I don't have time to get into today. All historical information. These, I think, are just fascinating. See, there's 1897, and across the way there, you can see that big building back there. That is the DuPont Experimental Station. That building, of course, has been there for quite some time as well. This is all DuPont country here in North Wilmington. And then we come to our final destination of the Rockford Water Tower. So I have always just thought this is such a beautiful tower. I love stonework, and this is just obviously such a monument. Everyone knows where the Rockford Tower is, and of course it looks like the Princess Tower. So what's not to love? But this water tower was erected by the Board of Water Commissioners in Wilmington in the year of 1900. William Porter, Alfred Betts, and Joseph Pyle. I had not noticed this before, but I saw all these like pins up there, and that obviously is to keep away bird nests and so forth. Here's a nice shot at a distance, and then I wanted to just show you this one house. Fascinating to me. It takes up the entire corner of the block. So this is obviously one of the $1 million plus properties in the area that is just absolutely gorgeous. And then last but not least, I'm circling around to this beautiful set of stairs that I absolutely loved as well and couldn't wait to get to go up there. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.